Hello, my name is Angelyn. Thank you for joining me. This is a special little reading about the Lionsgate portal that is 8/8 every year. This year it is coming up on Thursday, and we have a full moon also on Friday. Is that right? Or is it Friday and Saturday? I think it's Friday and Saturday. It's Friday and Saturday. And so I just wanted to do a little short reading on, what can we expect to experience during Lionsgate. There's traditionally a lot of upending just because it's a really clear frequency that's usually very high. And because many of us have some of our frequency is really high and clear, but some of it isn't, we will feel distress or things feeling like they need to move out. Lots of people have things end abruptly, their car dies, relationships, jobs, like things just end abruptly sometimes because they can't be, they can no longer stay if this frequency is present. So really, it's a gift of frequency to humanity and to us. But it can feel disruptive sometimes. So as a means of support, that's why I decided to do this reading. So I spent a little bit of time with the cards. I shuffled, I drew, and went into meditation about these cards. And so we did 2 cards. What are the biggest energies that we can expect to experience during the Lionsgate shift, during the Lionsgate portal opening? So the first card was the 3 of Swords. The 3 of Swords, it looks kind of tough. I like to look at this as survivorship. We make it, but not without cost. It's not going to feel the easiest. It's not going to be the quickest. We've also got the Knight of Cups. So what we're going to experience is probably going to be quick, and it's probably going to force us into bringing forth some of our less worked through emotional difficulties and ask us to work through it. I'm just saying. Now, it's going to feel quite busy. It's going to feel like a lot. It's going to feel like we're being asked to do a lot. It could even feel like nitpicky or like we're being taken advantage of with the 7 of Swords here. So it is going to be full. It in the way that it feels. It's going to feel like the hits just keep coming, So it might be a little, I always like to use the metaphor of like energies being frisbeed at you. So it might feel like, oh, I went to my car to start it this morning and I realized I forgot my breakfast. So I ran in, got my breakfast, ran back out, realized I left my keys on the counter, and then realized I'd locked the back door. Like that might be how it starts, innocent enough. And then by the time you get to work, you find out that your bestie at work has been laid off. You know what I mean? Like it feels like things just keep happening. Now, this is not going to be true for everybody, but this is going to be true for a bunch of us. That's okay. Some things will be big, some things will be small, some things will feel manageable, some things will feel unmanageable. I do think it's important to note that it will feel like a lot and that it will probably feel like, really, that thing? Like, we're nitpicking. We're getting down here. I'm not sure how important that is. Energy's energy. Okay, we are being told to pay close attention to, we have the 6 of Wands, so pay close attention to behaviors in public, the way that you're acting when you're out. So if you're out, if you have to go to an event, just be on your best behavior. If you normally might make an off-color joke, don't. If you might normally have 3 drinks, maybe have 1. Just be very mindful that things could happen in terms of the way that you're viewed. Like, that's the feeling that I get from this card, the way that you're perceived. Decisions you might make in public are going to be really important, especially around the way you celebrate. The other thing that we need to pay close attention to is our health. We need to pay really, really close attention to the way that we're feeling and the way that we're resting, the way that we're eating, the way that we're managing our rest, our downtime, the way that we're disengaging from the collective. We should just be really mindful. So, public, the thing about the public, right? Like the way you're acting in public. And then the other one is your health. So be really mindful of those things. All right, so the advice that we were given by the cards is, this is the World, a beautiful card. So the World in this particular instance, I believe, is about integration. We're being given advice to make sure that whatever we're doing, we're integrating this energy. So if you don't know about integration, what that looks like is writing with your hand, like writing with your hand on paper. It doesn't matter what you're writing. You're just talking about the things that are happening and the way that you're feeling. Nobody's going to read it. You're not doing it so that people will read it. You're not doing it for content. You're doing it to actually create a fabric of information in your mind rather than a lot of different pieces that are not connecting. Okay? As you do writing or talking, can sometimes do it sitting in the bath with no screens, with no distractions, and just like really honing in on the things that have been going on, the energy that's been coming in. You just want to take time with no distractions to think about this time, this portal, and what's been happening. Please remember that usually there's a week and a half where the energy begins. Sometimes we don't feel it early. Like as we get closer and closer and closer to the portal on the 8th, it's going to feel bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then it will start to die down again a week, 10 days after. So it's a chunk of time. Don't forget we have that full moon too. Okay? It's just so much big energy. We're also in Leo season. I mean, come on. All right, so the other piece of advice that is totally in line with integration is the 5 of Cups. It's okay to be sad. Let yourself be sad. Don't push it away. Do you know how many times a week I'm a therapist? I'm a trauma therapist in particular. And how many times a week I hear people say, well, I just told myself not to think about it. And so I didn't. That's really sad to me because what we're doing is we're teaching ourselves that if it's not super comfortable or easy, that we shouldn't feel it. And all that does is prolong the suffering and deepen the suffering. It's so much better if you can take the time to integrate what's happening, to write about it, talk about it, sing about it, dance about it, make art about it, sit in the bath, meditate about it, cry about it, feel it. You need to feel it. You just need to feel it. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of big energy. You are not alone if you're feeling overwhelmed. Hang in there. We are going to get through it. Thank you for joining me.